Hello guys, and welcome to another lesson in Charlie English for you. Today, as you can tell, we are in a different place. We are not in the studio anymore. Today we are in Cartagena, Colombia. And well, I just want to welcome you everybody to another lesson in Charlie. Today we're going to have like a special edition. Well, not edition, it's like a regular class, but this is going to be based on reading, okay? So we're going to have two readings. One easy one and the other one is going to be a little bit difficult, okay? So get ready for it. Bye, welcome. Fran's Flower, written by Lisa Bruce, illustrated by Rosalind Bershaw. One day, Fran found a flower pot filled with soil. Poking out of the top was a tiny green tip. "I will grow this flower," Fran said to Fred. She took it home. "Grow, flower," she said, but the tip stayed tiny. "I think this flower is hungry," Fran said. So Fran went to the fridge. Inside, she found some of her favorite food. She gave the flower a slice of pizza. Then, the next day, Fran gave it a piece of cheeseburger. Then she gave it a spaghetti, 2 chocolate chip cookies, and a large spoonful of strawberry ice cream. She even gave it one of Fred's juicy bones. But the flower didn't grow. The tip stayed tiny. Fran got fed up. "Silly flower," Fran said, and she threw it out the back door. The flower pot fell onto the ground and rolled away. The rain fell on it. The wind blew on it. The sun shone on it. Finally, the tiny green tip grew and grew and grew, until one day Fran and Fred went outside to play. When they opened the door, a surprise was waiting. A big, beautiful flower, just for Fran. Now, the most important thing about this reading is asking yourself some questions, like to think critically. Why does Fran get upset? What causes Fran's flower to grow? What do you think Fran learns about growing flowers? And what would you do if you found a flower pot with a tiny plant? Si pudieron contestar estas preguntas, quieren decir que su reading skills son geniales. Okay guys, and how did you do in your reading? Bueno, ya pasamos la parte fácil de la lectura y entonces vamos ahora con nuestra siguiente lectura. Recuerden contestar las preguntas del reading para ver si pudieron entender todas esas cosas que leyeron. ¿Okay? Fue muy fácil, ¿no? Ahora vamos un poquito más adelante con nuestras lecciones y vamos ahora con la parte intermedia. Bueno, más o menos simple intermedio. Bueno, ni tanto. Bueno, vamos a ver qué tal les parece esta siguiente lección. Y bueno, no olviden contestar esas preguntas, ¿ok? Nos vemos en un momentito. Chao. When Wilbur and Orville Wright were children, they loved things that flew. Years later, they will be the first people to fly an airplane. Wilbur and Orville Wright were brothers who lived in Dayton, Ohio. One day their father gave them a toy that would change their lives and ours. It was called a helicopter, but it was really just a propeller. The boys were very excited about the helicopter toy. They tried to make and fly bigger ones like it. From that time on, they were always interested in flights. When the Wright brothers grew up, they read about people who were building flying machines. One man had built a flying machine that used a steam engine to turn its propellers, but there were problems. No one knew how to take off. turn around, or come back down. The Wright brothers began to try different kinds of wings that might lift a flying machine into the air. They made many gliders to test their wings. Gliders are airplanes without engines. The brothers flew them like kites. They discovered that a glider with 2 sets of wings worked well. Now they needed a glider big enough to carry a person. The Wright brothers also needed a place with strong, steady wings. They decided that Kitty Hawk's, North Carolina, will be the best place. For several years, they traveled to Kitty Hawk's to test different gliders. Finally, they made a glider that could lift a person into the air. The person could also bring it back down to the ground. Now, all the brothers had to do was to build an engine. At last, on December the 17th, 1903, the Wright brothers were ready to their flying machine. Orville was chosen to be the pilot. The airplane sped down the runway. Suddenly, it rose into the air. That first flight lasted only 12 seconds, but it showed the world that people can fly. That's why we will always remember the Wright brothers. How people go. People use cars and buses to travel over land. People can travel through the air in a plane. People travel under the ground in subways. Boats let people travel over water. And please don't forget to check the Think Critically questions. What things did the Wright brothers have to figure it out to invent the first airplane? Why did the Wright brothers need to find a place with strong winds? What things do you know that fly? What other ways do people travel? Okay, and I cannot forget about my advanced readers. And today I got the suggestion of my book for today is A Diary of a Wimpy Kid, The Third Wheel. So did you know that this book is a series of books? This is actually number 7, so you can run to the local library or just your school library. They always got these kind of books. And this book is really amazing because it's like the story of a kid who is trying to get a Valentine's date, and he's doing whatever it takes to do something like that. Okay, it's pretty fun. You're gonna have a lot of things and a lot of like fun moments. And if you're like me, like a visual learner, you're gonna be able to see all these graphics that it's pretty much they are gonna tell you all the things you need to learn about the story. Okay, so that's my suggestions. Y muchas gracias a todos por estar en esta lección de Reading Charlie English for You. Y bueno, nos esperamos en la siguiente lección desde algún otro lugar de Colombia. Quién sabe qué nos depara el destino, o tal vez desde el estudio. Pero mientras, disfruten la vista. Chao.